Into the darkness was a flash of light. This is Stephanie Mayorga and Paige Escalera's story through the eyes of strangers. Stephanie Mayorga and Paige Escalera have not been seen since April 15, 2020. Their roommate had reported the ladies missing after never returning home that evening. They had said they were going to the store and would be back shortly. Shortly never came, unfortunately. Captain Thomas Tillman, the head of WPD's Criminal Investigation Unit, held a brief news conference to provide new details into the disappearance of Stephanie Mayorga, 27, and Paige Escalera, 25, who had not been seen since April 15th. According to Tillman, the WPD received a missing persons report on April 19th from the couple's roommate, who was under the impression she had to wait 3 days before she could file such a report. Investigating officers didn't find any signs of foul play inside their South Kerr Avenue apartment, and much of their possessions remained inside, which, according to law enforcement, suggested they didn't plan to stay gone very long. Stephanie and Paige were last seen in the area of Kerr Avenue, Randall Parkway, possibly in a gray Dodge Dart with South Carolina tags. Investigators managed to track down surveillance video from a neighbor that showed the couple leave the apartment, get into a gray 2013 Dodge Dart, and head north on South Kerr Avenue. Their departure appeared to be entirely normal. Law enforcement admitted that though individuals at that age can be spontaneous and leave without telling anyone, the fact that they did not return home, left most of their belongings behind, haven't recently contacted family members or friends, and police haven't found them through normal investigative techniques, makes this situation very unusual. A close family friend of Stephanie's stated the two women were engaged to be married and had a lot to look forward to. On April 29th, law enforcement holds a press conference urging the public, if they have seen the gray Dodge Dart or the ladies that evening or thereafter, to contact them. Meanwhile, friends and family of Stephanie and Paige's were printing and hanging flyers of the missing couple and driving anywhere to search for the vehicle and the ladies. Stephanie's ex had even stated on the social media that she was an ex-girlfriend of Stephanie's, and it is not unlike Steph to randomly take off for a day trip. But to leave her dog, that's not her. Her dog was everything to her. She stated that she knew her very, very well. It is not like her to have her phone off. She stated in contact with friends on a regular basis. I know Stephanie had been dealing with some legal trouble, but once, but twice, that could have called maybe stress in her life. She also stated that she knew her and Paige had only been together for 3 months before the disappearing and engagement, which is a very short amount of time. Minutes lead to hours, hours lead to days, days lead to weeks, and still no sight or sign of Stephanie and Paige. Rumors are now running rampant at this time, and it was found that a 911 call that was made the evening of April 15th, 2020 at approximately midnight. A gentleman called 911 and stated to the 911 operator that the car didn't stop at the stop sign and keeps driving so fast. I was seeing with my back mirror the car smashed the wall there, the gentleman stated. As the caller waited for emergency crews to respond to the area, he continued to explain what he had seen in his car, his left side mirror car. They disappeared inside the trees. He was driving down river and seen a car speed down River Road and not stop at the stop sign and hit trees. Law enforcement went out for 10 minutes to check on the scene, then left shortly after. They stated they seen no vehicle. It's obvious by the damaged trees and cement on the side of the road that something hit it. Why law enforcement would not have called in for more help to search further inward the wooded area is beyond me. Not to mention to not even check the following day or any other days after that 911 call was placed. Police reported a gray 2013 Dodge Dart registered to Paige was found just after 3 p.m. May 4th outside of the Watermark Marina off from River Road with 2 unidentified bodies inside. Law enforcement had brought out a K-9 unit to the scene of the horrific accident that day the vehicle was discovered. On Tuesday, May 5th, police confirmed the vehicle found off River Road belongs to the missing women, Stephanie and Paige, and they were likely the ones that were described in the 911 call on April 15th that were involved in the high-speed crash. Officials with the Wilmington Police Department have confirmed that a vehicle found deep in a wooded area of River Road Monday afternoon belongs to the 2 missing women reported missing last month. The gray 2013 Dodge Dart was found just after 3 p.m. outside of Watermark Marina with 2 unidentified bodies inside. The car, which is registered to Paige Escalera, was deep in the woods and covered in vegetation, police stated. Paige and Stephanie were reported missing after they were last seen leaving their South Kerr Avenue apartment on April 15th. While the investigation is ongoing, police believe the car was involved in the extremely high-velocity crash on April 15th. Stephanie and Paige are scheduled to undergo an autopsy in the coming days. We will release information as it does become available. So many unanswered questions still remain. Why were they going so fast? My main question is, why did law enforcement never go back to the scene where the man had seen a vehicle crashing into the trees? Stephanie and Paige's lives might have been able to be spared if a handful of people who showed up the evening of April 15th around midnight in regards to the 911 call, if they would have only just looked a little further into this man's claims. It's obvious something had taken place at the scene of Independence and River Road, and why did it take 3 weeks for law enforcement to go back to the scene of that mysterious call that dark evening? Thank you for joining The Missing Truth. Like and subscribe to our channel for future updates on Stephanie and Paige's case and many more, and follow us on Facebook.